Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roleplay Far Verona. Shit is about to get real. I think at this point, Booker, we fade back in on the hangar bay, and Booker, you hear the woman who you were talking to shout, "Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell is that?" And we turn the camera to look, and there is this transport ship, like just fucking barreling towards the open cargo bay. What are you gonna do?
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
This shuttle,
Yeah.
from the get-go, did you plan to have troops in it, or did you just decide to do that when we had a conversation about
You'll never know.
Probably and that's being any troops.
And that's what's so great about being the dungeon master is that you'll never know when I made this decision. Did I make it weeks ago? Did I just make it now? Was I like, that's a great idea, Max. I should do whatever that awful thing you think might happen.
Yeah,
it's great.
Is there a tracker in this, Adam?
There is now. So what do you want to do here, Booker? You see a ship coming towards you.
They're
It's you and 4 deck officers, one of which has a shotgun.
Okay. Cut to Crusader. Have they made any progress on the door?
They have stopped making any progress on the door because now they're all looking at the hole in the ship where the bad guys are coming.
How far away is the shuttle?
Mere moments.
Do we have any? I mean, it would.
They are, as they say, coming in hot.
It would make sense that we have defensive cannons or some sort of armaments on the exterior of the shuttle bay to fire at incoming shuttles.
Normally, what would happen is that the ship would have been given an alert, like 10 kilometers ago, to be like, "Hey, assholes, you're coming in too fast. Get away from us." And then another kilometer or so, they'd be like, "Cool, well, nice knowing you." And then somebody on the bridge would press the big red button, and then this ship would turn into dust. However, the big red button's having some malfunctions right now. Big red button is not available.
There's soldiers on the shuttle.
I mean, Booker's a grizzled old veteran of the universe. Booker knows what a boarding vessel looks like.
I was going to say, though, he could reasonably assume, based on its trajectory and how fast they're coming in, they're like, we're not worried.
Yeah.
Okay, so first Booker turns as they point to that. He looks and he's like, "Oh shit. Okay." And he looks to see them probably stopping working on the door. How much time do I think they have before they enter the shuttle bay?
Enough time for you to do kind of one thing, to run the fuck out of here, tell all these other techs go, get out of here, we're outgunned, or do one kind of preparatory action.
I'm just trying to decide if I want them to try to shut the shuttle bay as quickly as they can and try to finish that, or just get the fuck out of here.
It's not going to happen, Max. He's already drawing the mini map.
I just want
you know that door ain't going to close.
Maybe he'll have me roll for it.
So here's the thing.
He's already drawn a rectangle. It's over.
That's right.
That's my logic.
The topaz of doom. Look, I wouldn't do a shitty.
Don't even give him don't even give him the fight that he wants. Just leave.
Yeah. Just anytime
it's like you're getting advice. You're getting advice from your mom about a bully. You can't let him draw a map on you, little Max. You can't let him do that. Just get out of there. Okay, so this is the hallway outside. There's the entrance into the shuttle area. There's another cargo entrance into a holding area, and then there is a controller panel, a catwalk up here, which is where you and your friends are, kind of up there. So this is up above, and then, as I promised, miscellaneous crates and boxes, right? Just lying haphazardly, left around by the props department. And then there's also like the shuttle, like the ship's got its like drop pods laid out for use.
Idea.
Big Acre.
We have
coming
a
in this
fighter
way.
ship in here.
If
you say no, I swear to God.
Yeah, no, you do.
One shuttle.
No, you do. I mean, you have those. You have those experimental like. No, this is not to scale. You have those like experimental transforming fighter things.
The Jason Max.
Somewhere in heaven, Jason Fornax looks down and is like, "Sorry, buddies."
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's like they would be in like a side like a locker, but like an area off to the side that you could like
ideally
roll on rails.
Some of
hangers, they're hanging up.
Would be pilots.
No, fuck no.
They're just maintenance people.
Yeah, they're just like operators of the vehicle. Yeah,
but they could fly.
They make this
they could operate.
I mean,
they know the inner
yeah. So could you, right?
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm planning on getting one of those bitches if I can.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, sure.
So this is what happens. Booger shouts to the other what's it called? Yeah, maintenance people. He's like,
yeah,
listen, that's a raiding party, probably filled with a bunch of soldiers. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get that door closed. If you can't get that door closed, you get into one of those mechs and we take defensive positions. Understood? One of you is gonna run out of here since comms aren't working and try to get reinforcements and other soldiers in here. We have to defend this hangar.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you just say get in the mechs?
No time to think.
What?
You heard what I said.
We're not certified to pilot those things, sir. They're dangerous.
You know how they work.
Technically, sir, yes, I know how they work, but I don't have any practical field training. I mean, I've run The Sims once or twice, but my scores are terrible.
Same thing. Just don't blow a hole in the ship.
Make a lead roll, and we'll see how many of them you can be like, get in the fucking robot, Shinji. Make that roll. Do it.
Lead with charisma.
Yeah, please.
Oh
So here's what happens. They're like, sorry, sir, but fuck that, and they like run out, and all that's left is just you and the woman you were talking to originally holding the shotgun, the one you used your like favor on, who's just looking at you like, Booker Graves is gonna save us. And that's when the shuttle like crashes into the hangar. So there's this loud rending noise. The shuttle crashes into the hangar. They're about to deploy. We cut to the bridge. On the bridge, Nomi, you run in, and the ship gives off a collision warning. Right? There's a beep that starts sounding. The captain is turning in her chair. She's got a little captain's chair. She sees you. She puts a hand up like, I see you. You've got important shit to say. Give me a second. She turns to the crew. She says to the XO, who we've never met and we don't see because they're off screen, says, XO, you're in charge. I'll be in my quarters. Cirrus Ka, come with me. And the two of you like walk back towards her little like ready room or whatever that's connected to her quarters. So you get in there, you get into her room, and the door shuts, and she turns around and she says, tell me what I need to know, Cirrus.
We have 2 known Acre operatives aboard the ship. One of them is in custody, and the other was under surveillance until the ship's power systems shut down. We know that ship, the Family Planning, is an Acre vessel, and we were told that it was a cargo ship, although now I hesitate to believe that was true. We were monitoring it on its...
She raises an eyebrow when you says that, and she mutters to herself like, hell of a delivery.
We were monitoring its orbit around the ship, but we didn't have any indication that it was actually going to make contact. We were waiting to see what this, the remaining Acre rep, well, she's not an Acre rep, actually. She's the navigator of the ship. But she is working with them.
She sighs and she says, well, that's quite a lot. Thank you for the briefing. What do you suggest we do, Cirrus?
Obviously, we need to get some troops down to that hangar to prevent them from getting any further than that hangar alone. I was running to the bridge because I thought that I could make it there in time to warn you that that ship should be disabled, but unfortunately, with comms down, I wasn't able to make it in time.
Now, comms aren't the only things that's down. If they had the weapons active, well, then we could have disabled them on their way, but we couldn't. Now here we are. I appreciate your care, though. Thanks for coming up here. Now, I know, she puts her hands up, and I don't mean any offense by this. I know you're not exactly an active combatant, though you certainly know how to handle yourself. I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want to go run down to the hangar and help out, feel free. If you want to stay in here with me, it's the safest place on the ship. Your call.
I can't leave my crew and battle alone.
She smiles like that was the right answer, and she nods, and she says, "Of course." And she looks at you. You don't like? Do you go around the ship armed? I know things are like kind of tense right now. So do you have like a weapon on you or no?
Yeah, I have like a pistol or something.
Okay, she looks at your laser pistol, and she looks at you, and she shakes her head, and she says, "No, that won't do. Hang on." And she walks into the other room. And you hear the like boop, beep, boop, beep sound, and then like a hissing noise of like a locker or something opening. And she comes back and she's holding this like huge fucking gun. It's giant. It's like I don't know. It's like a package of 2x4s. And she walks over to you and she proudly hands you this gun. What do you do? You take it?
Sure. And I just say, thank you, sir. I'm sure that one of my crewmates might be able to make better use of this than I, though.
And she shrugs and she says, well, go ahead. She like gestures like, there you go.
Yeah. Are there any reserve soldiers I could take with me? We don't know how many they have coming on board.
She says, we'll be sending squads down to the hangars as well as protecting some of the major areas. We're a little low on troops right now, so this is going to be a skin of our teeth situation. I think I can spare Arnahan and a few more if you want them. They're yours.
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, so you and the captain's enormous gun, you're gonna head out.
Yeah, I don't think I'll run back to the hangar, but I might waddle back holding this giant gun.
Yeah, okay. So the gun, once you get it outside, yeah, it's like a matte black, like enormous rifle of some kind. And it has on the side of it, spray painted in like stencil, it just says Grizzly on the side. And you can see the ammo counter and like the activation, like a button on it. I feel like I don't know how well trained. Would you recognize the kind of weapon this is? Like you have a firearm, but
probably not.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. There's something weird about it. Like it's lighter than it should be. It seems like gyro balanced or something, and it's made out of a material that like it seems like metal, but somewhere between metal and plastic, and you can't really tell. It's obviously like very expensive and very fancy, except that she's spray painted in big purple letters Grizzly on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're gonna run off and head down there. Okay. All right. So Gabriel, you wanted to go and meet up with Booker.
Yeah. So I was making my way from the elevator to the cargo hold where Booker was, hoping that I would catch the navigator on the way. But obviously, if I don't, I don't.
Yeah, she's kind of like disappeared, right? She's skulking around the ship somewhere. There's all this other shit going on.
Yeah, because I radioed in and we basically agreed that way. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's catch up with Bicky, and then I'll get you, and you can run in when and Greaves, and we can sort that out. All right, so Bicky, you're going to the engine of the ship.
Yeah, but if the whole ship just rocked because something hit us, I feel like I would probably address that first. But I don't know, did the whole ship rock, or was it like?
Yeah, I mean, the ship got hit, so yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, as soon as I feel the telltale sign of being struck with something, I'd probably radio up to the captain and ask her to apprise me of the situation.
Okay. So you buzz the captain, and you hear when she clicks in, you hear a door like sliding shut, and and she says, she's like, Captain, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to know what hit us.
Oh, that's our friends at the Acre Corporation. Looks like they're delivering us some hostile combatants. Right on time,
Did they shoot a projectile, or did they drive into us?
Sensors are still down, so it's hard to say, but it doesn't feel like the ship's been shot. Seems to me like this is a boarding action. We've got guests.
I'll take care of it. Can you do me a favor, Captain?
Anything.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you make sure that you send at least a squad of no less than 5 men down to the holding cells to secure the asset you told me about earlier? They'll probably be making their way to at least one of the 2 people they're here to pick up.
That's an excellent idea. I would be happy to.
And then I'll just head on over to the hangar since that's where the party's at.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely where the party's going to be. All right. So we cut to I was going to say we cut to Gabriel, but Booker has fallen off the platform and died apparently. So it's just Gabriel, Terminator, running down the hallway. So actually, I have an interstitial. You're running down the hall, and you hear a voice. You hear a woman shouting, "Gabriel, Gabriel!" And you like turn to look, and you see standing in the hallway in like a purple tutu and a party hat. You see Nicola, and she's just standing in the hall. Holding a cat, and she's looking at you as you like run by.
I stop for the briefest moment and just yell, "Nicola, what are you doing? Get into a secure place now. Get back to your quarters. Lock yourself in."
What's going on?
I just yell, "Go now!" and point. Like I'm not tolerating her bullshit. She needs to get somewhere safe now.
Make a lead and charisma roll.
Oh, good. I'm really good at these.
Okay. So we stick with her. You run by, and Nicola's holding the cat, and she looks at the cat, and the cat's like, "Meow," and she's like, "No, Bastet, I have to go help." And she like puts the cat down.
No. She
puts the cat down, and she goes over to one of. Yeah, right, exactly.
She just leaves it.
She sets the cat down on the floor. She walks over to one of the like emergency like panels. She wraps a like a tablecloth around her hand, and she like breaks the glass, and she reaches in and she takes out the laser pistol that's in there, and she looks at it and she's like, "Okay," and like tucks it into her belt, and she like runs after you. But you're really fast, so she's like, in her little tutu. Yeah, but you've already dashed off. So you, when you arrive, when the Crusader arrives, the hangar is a mess. Booker, can you make a physical effect save? This isn't to see if you like get hurt, but I want to see if you're like already on your feet acting, or whether you're like still stunned from the collision of the forced entry of this Acre shuttle. So yeah, just make a physical effect save for me there. Okay, cool. Barely, but you're good. So you come in, Gabriel, you come in down at the bottom level. You come running in, and you see what's happened in the hangar. The 3 escape pods have been smashed into and shoved across the deck. So they're all tangled up in the middle. There is the front end of this kind of oblong, squarish shape, like troop transport, that is basically just like rammed itself into the hole where the shuttles go, and all the metal around the outside has been like pushed in around the edge. To your right is the like fighter thing where they hold them, the like hangar where those are. They're being stored there. And then immediately to your left, there are a set of metal stairs that lead up to a catwalk with a bunch of control panels on it for maintenance and operation of the hangar bay. I don't think you can see from where you are. I don't think you can see anybody. But Booker, you were on your feet and you're acting. Where are you going? What are you doing? The woman that was with you, let me roll her physical effect save. No, she's like maybe knocked out, definitely knocked down. She's like hit the wall and is lying on the floor after the collision. Booker, what are you gonna do?
Booker would like to attempt to get in one of the mechs and lock and load.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna run like run down the stairs. Okay, so here, Crusader, you hear the like banging sound, the echoing banging sound of boots on a metal catwalk, and you see at the top of the catwalk, you see Booker, and Booker is running towards you. It looks like, and so Booker, you see the Crusader come running in.
Yeah,
I just look at him with that. Yeah,
yeah. Booker's not even looking at him as he's saying this. He's like, boarding party, probably a dozen or more. I'm gonna get in one of these mechs.
Booker, what are you doing? Just like, you're not a pilot. And then, shit. And then I'll literally, yeah, I guess a dozen or so. I'm wondering if.
Listen, Gabriel, it's not that hard to pilot one of these mechs. Booker used to bullseye Womp Rats in his T16
back home. Yeah, nice.
Well, the thing is, normally Booker would not do this, but he knows that there's probably a shit ton of guys in there, and even though we have them like bottlenecked,
okay, so I will. So I'll on the comms on our local link. I'll basically be like, Nomi, we have a boarding party in the docking bay, 10 hostiles or perhaps more. And then I'll say, Booker, I think we might need something a bit more heavy ordnance here. I can go back down to the armory and get something and be back if we need it. Do you think that that's a wise idea?
I'm going to need all the firepower that I can get.
All right. And then, Adam, I want to teleport to the armory.
Okay. Like, I got to go.
Heavy duty. Yeah.
The Crusader starts powering up and then disappears with a flash. All right, Booker, you run over to the locker cabinet. Basically what it is, it's a big metal enclosure with reinforced future glass doors. And next to each door, there's a release. There's a panel that you have to punch in a code to like open the thing. So you run over. What are you gonna do?
I opened the thing.
How? You just like, you don't have a code.
I'm Booker Greaves.
Okay. All right. Make a luck check. Let's see if you have access to these things. I don't know that you would necessarily.
Right.
Okay. You yell, "I'm Booker Greaves" at the door, and it opens.
I'm fucking Booker Greaves. Open.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just. Yeah, you just put your thumb on it, and it's just like, access granted, Booker Greaves, and it starts to like slide open. And as it slides open, you hear a similar sound over here and on the other side as the Acre Space Marines start pouring out of their ship. So they're like coming around, and I think. The ones on this side don't see you yet. So you've got a minute before the ones on the other side come around the corner and even see that you're here. There's a lot of debris between you and them. Before you see the enormous, like, bipedal shape of a mech, a giant robot. And you see the cockpit, and there's like a set of stairs. It's got a big "Do Not Step" sticker on the side of one of the like legs of the thing. And it's just sitting there. It's just like sitting, waiting for you. Keys in the ignition, man.
I get in it.
Okay, Booker jumps into the mech. Now, Booker, you jump up, you pull the thing, and it like the cockpit opens up, and you jump in, and it closes around you, and it's like a little claustrophobic because it's turned off. But as you start flicking switches, it powers up, the HUD appears, and it's running through a systems check. It's gonna take a minute, and you don't really know what you're doing. So let's get you to roll a program roll. To see if you can boot this thing up.
Has some basic training in he's not like a full-fledged like expert pilot, but throughout his service, this is not his first time in a mech. That would make sense.
You have, yeah. Let's see. Do you have pilot? You do not. You're not very good at it. Yeah, this is actually a pilot role, not a program role. Same. But this is pilot.
At it. I have it.
Pilot.
I'm not.
You're just not trained in it. Yeah, pilot with intelligence.
Here's my thinking. I don't have to be a crazy expert pilot to know how to necessarily move an arm and shoot guns. You know what I mean?
Do you
it's
think
like
that if
complicated maneuvers, that makes more sense to me that would.
Do you think that if somebody put you in an F-14, you would know how to like power it up?
I don't know if this is
Like,
the same as an F-14.
Adam, are you telling me there's not a big red button in the middle that just says start?
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean,
come on.
No.
How many?
It does,
how many
however, make
mech
sense
pilots?
that they would design a mech to be as complicated as it possibly could for the pilot, so that way it's hard for anyone to pilot the thing. That makes sense from a design perspective. You're right. I agree.
They're prototypes.
Adam.
They're prototypes.
Yeah, but
actually, if it was an
that's the
anime, like a
perfect solution.
big metal spike would ram into your spine, and then you would control it with your brain. But you jump in, and you can make the roll, right? Make a pilot roll to see how fast you can power it up. It's not a question of whether you can or not. It's just like if you can do it effectively and quickly.
Also, Adam, is this Celia's Veritech?
We'll see. We'll see about that.
Oh,
What am I
So you
rolling with?
jump
for
in.
Pilot?
Intelligence.
That's what I figured.
Okay. All right. So it's gonna take you a minute, but you're gonna do it. So you start flipping the switches. It starts powering up, and you. So two things. As you're doing this, something about the inside of this cockpit. It's not like obvious right away, but something feels. You get like a deja vu feeling, and something like there's like a smell in the cockpit of like perfume or like soap or something that you're like you've definitely smelled it before. And when you reach over to grab one of the power-up switches, next to the switch, there is a crumpled, like instant kind of like photograph, and it's of you. It's a picture. That's right. You've been replaced, sucker. It's a picture of Booker, and you immediately flash back to the moment, right? It's a picture of you. You're like shirtless. You're like shaving, and you're kind of making a face like, "Don't take a picture of me." And you flash back to a moment with like Celia, and she's like in your bed, and you were like getting ready for duty, and she's like, "Hey, Booker," and you turn around and get the flash in the face. And and you see this photo kind of jammed into the edge of the console, and and then that's when you start getting fucking shot at. So the troops that have come around the other side, there's like 6 of them that have gone, and they've kind of spread out over here, and they're like along this area, and they start just like firing mag rifles at you. So let me make a couple of rolls. You have the system powered up enough that the mech is like, we are under fire. We're under fire. Would you like to activate defenses? Defenses will be available in 4, 3, and so there's a bunch of shots coming at you.
Mech's powering up.
Let's see. Exactly. Okay, so a bunch of shots. They're all bouncing off the mech's armor.
Defensive systems engaged.
Excuse me, it
All
should
right.
be a woman's voice. And
So,
at some point it
hold
has
on.
to say all systems nominal. Like that's and if you
That
do
is
it in the
fact. No,
wrong
that's-
order, the
that's
whole
correct.
thing overheats and does not work for
Defensive systems
20 minutes.
engaged. All
There we go.
systems nominal.
perfect. Thank you. So the ship is powering up. I'm just gonna see how the mech defends you. I think it just takes some damage. Okay. So let me roll damage on these things. So there's 2 hits, and this is modified by the ship's armor or by the mech's armor. All right, so there's a couple of hits that register on the HUD that are like the suit has taken some hits. We suggest taking evasive maneuvers, and then it finishes powering up. So as that is occurring, I think the next person to arrive. Oh god, and this is where it's going to get complex. Max? Can you make a notice roll for me with wisdom?
Not very wise. But I do have points into notice. So, pew.
Nice. Okay.
See every time.
So So the mech, the mech activates and it does a perimeter scan for like targets, right? And so you get the scan of armed targets. It does like a sweep, and there are a bunch of them. There's like 20 of these dudes kind of coming out of the ship, filling the hangar. Some of them have moved and they've gone through here into the warehouse. But all of those are the same. You see the highlight of armor, you see weapons showing up red, and then you see a last scan right by the door over here, and it looks like an unarmored person. You can see them overlaid with the wireframe, but they're holding a pistol, and you see Nicola come in and like crouch down, and she's looking around, and she's just like, oh god, oh my god, oh shit, and like looking for, and she's like, Gabriel. She hasn't seen the soldiers yet. Like she knows that there's like fire going like back and forth over here, but she's like staying crouched down, and she doesn't like realize there's more over on this side.
Can I use just quick voice comms to her from within the mech? I'm assuming I can do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. What do you say?
Nicola, get the hell out of here now.
Okay. She panics and shoots at you. Okay, she only gets a 2. So you're like, Nicola, get out here. And she's like, ah! And she turns and fires the pistol at you, and the laser just like hits the front panel of the mech and is dispersed.
Then
she's just like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Booker, sorry. And she like drops the gun on the floor.
Out of here now!
Okay. She runs. She just runs for it. Just fucks right off. Yeah. So she leaves. She runs off into the hallway. She screams and runs into the hall. And it's even scarier because it's like Booker's angry voice, but it's coming out of this giant robot. So she runs off, and she turns around the corner. She runs outside, and she sees in front of her this scary neck tattoo lady with the armor and the big gun, and she screams again. And you see, so Bicky, you come around the corner and you see this girl in a tutu run out of the hangar and see you and just like scream and just panic and doesn't know what to do. What do you do?
I would take my hand out and put it on her face and move her.
Okay. She's like,
just
get
like
out
that.
of the way.
Yeah, because I'm also probably taller than her. Especially
Okay.
with
All right.
the natural platform in my boots. So I would literally just put my hand
It's
directly on her
less-
face because she's screaming. If she wasn't screaming, I would put it on the side of her face.
Yeah, and then
Because
she
she's
just is screaming into your hand. Yeah.
onto her face and then
Yeah.
just move her.
Yeah, it's less of like a turning sideways arc and more like a down, because she falls down. Right,
Yeah,
and you just push her down onto the ground. She's just like like curls
I
up in
don't
a
have time
ball.
for this,
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
that's not my problem. I'm gonna continue on.
Okay, so you run into the hangar, and I think at this point, Booker, you've got the mech moving. What are you gonna do with it?
Shoot them.
Shoot them. Shoot them all. All right.
Shoot them to dust glass.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Bicky runs in, and you all notice she doesn't have any shoes on, so she's here to fuck shit up. So you can make a roll. You can make a shoot roll if you want to. They've got pretty good cover, and they have their armor, so it's gonna be hard to hit them.
Have targeting systems at all? Like for
It does.
You know, if a combatant becomes exposed, just
Yeah, I mean you can like lock on and stuff. Let me see what weapons.
multiple targets at the same time. That just makes sense to me.
This ship has. I don't care what makes sense to you, Max. That's not.
Hell,
So
logic.
let me see.
Just throwing logic out the window.
You know that they can travel through space and they're psychics, right?
Yep.
Let's see. What do you got, robot? This particular robot you have some options. You can deploy drone. That is one of your options. There are guns. There would be like not a rail gun, but like a anti-personnel weapon, because these aren't like for fighting spaceships. These are for fighting like other vehicles and people.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think you probably have like a limited number of like rockets. If you want to fire one of those, those bad boys. What weapon system would you like to engage? The menu of weapons lies before you.
I think first off, deploying a drone or multiple drones, depending on how many I have, might be good to give them other.
There's just the one. Yeah, there's like a little deployment, like a surveillance drone.
There's
so you can
get
get
like
drone
actually.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you said that the drone has weapons on it.
No, it's a like an observation drone. So it'll give you another viewpoint from like above.
Yeah, that'll probably be their target number one then, though.
Yeah, but it'll mean that you're not a target.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to weigh out whether or not having that is a kind of a I'll do that because if nothing else, it'll buy me a little bit of time before other people get in here. So tactical. That's what I'll do. I'll deploy the drone.
Okay.
Instructed for surveillance and evasive maneuvers.
Nice. Okay.
So that's an option.
All right. Yeah, it totally is. So you hit that button, and the backside, like above, kind of where the sort of neck of the drone would be, it opens up, and a little like flying like drone pops out, and you get a camera view, a big like sort of lower camera 360, and it flies up in the air, and you can either like manually control it or send it to go and like look around. What do you want it to do?
I wanted to survey the area. I'm not going to manually control it. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so it just stays up. It flies up as high as it can, and it looks down kind of into the room and gives you a full tactical view of where everybody is. So you can kind of see where these Marines are clustered and kind of what's going on around there.
Are any of the Marines standing next to potentially hazardous explosive material?
Big red barrels? No, you don't keep those here. They're not laying
We don't
around.
have big red barrels?
No, unfortunately you don't. So this mech, it is a light shock mech. So it has, let me see, 3 hard points. So there'd be like a drone is one of them, and then for weapons, it has a heavy machine gun, and an what did I say? Some kind of rifle, a heavy machine gun, and a rocket launcher, and a anti-vehicle laser. There you go. That's what you got. Or anti-vehicle laser is 2. So it would be heavy machine gun, the drone, and those 3. So heavy machine gun, rocket launcher, and drone, just like I said. So that's what you have available. So you launch the drone, and you see, from the drone's point of view, you see this deathless mercenary. You haven't seen her before. She comes running into the room. Now you have weapon drawn, right, Becky? You come in, and I assume, like, what does it look like? What does Booker see when you come in? Because we get to see you in action. So what do you do?
Well, I've got my visor on, so that's one thing. I have like this really cool hollow visor that has the same like logo that is on my chest piece. It's got like a big
cool
deathless logo in the middle of it, and it has like some information on the side, or some information on the like scrolling down on the side of the visor. So I have that on. I didn't have that on earlier.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have like a big old freaking mag pistol in my hand with a custom paint job. And along the side is written "just the tip."
Of course it is. Yep. Perfect. Good stuff.
I call her Jessie for short.
Yeah. Or Justice. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you got your big ass gun. You come in, and you can see some Marines have taken up a deployed position here. There's this like bigger ship there. There's a drone buzzing around up near the ceiling, and on your right there is there's like a mech closet from which I mean you don't know that there's anybody in there, but one of the doors is open.
Right. Well, since they don't see me yet, you'd probably see me try to. How tall are those containers in the middle? Are they taller than human height, or are they like
these ones? These ones are like chest height, and then the shuttles, these like escape pods, they're like vehicle size, so you can't really see you can't really see through them.
I'm gonna climb up on one of the shuttle pods very quietly and attempt to like sort of start to maneuver myself behind these bros over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do so very quietly.
So I'm gonna make little things for everybody. So Vicky, you're a T because Booker is the B, Gabriel and Nomi when she arrives. Okay, so Booker, you're in here basically. This is where Booker is. Booker's in the little like mech closet. So you're gonna try to climb up onto one of these and like move your way across the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Booker, you see this woman in like black and red armor like run over and like crouching down and try to jump up on the shuttle here. Can you make a sneak roll? I just want to see. Vicky, make a sneak roll. I just want to see if the Marine spots you as you run across. Okay, number beats a 6. Dexterity and sneak.
Oh, okay, dexterity.
Yeah, no problem. They don't see you.
Boom.
Yeah, she's sneaky as hell.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So you run over and you start climbing up there. Booker, you're still getting shot at. So let's do
Don't
another.
shoot me in the ass. It would be a dick move.
It would. Welcome to the group. You're dead.
I don't know who you are.
Look where I came from, and look who I'm stalking. Shoot me in the ass. So help me God, Max.
So
Deathless, I will divide. Offensive actions? Yes or no?
Perfect. All right, so we've got Booker. You see some guys like you have a full overhead. You have the actual like mini map view of all this, Booker, because of the drone. So you see one of the Acre mercs climbing. You see them climbing over this crate and making their way over this way. They haven't spotted her, but they're coming around to try to flank you. They don't know that you can see them. So they're moving around that way, here and then here.
Yep.
And then these ones are just barraging you with gunfire, trying to get you to like drive you back or keep you in there, damage the mech. So just let me. I'm gonna roll for
the
these
ones
guys.
flanking me would be the ones that I would try to.
Yeah. So these guys are just like hammering down gunfire on you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Okay. So one hit. Okay. So the ship's taking hits. But it's still, you're still fine. You're doing okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking your hit points here.
Good idea to get in the mech.
Yes, it really was.
Give me a warning too before it decides to explode, most likely. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Armor function the same way. Running. Blah blah blah. Subtracting from incoming damage.
When the mech says things and gives me notifications.
Yeah.
So that way I can.
Yeah, you can keep track of it. Okay. Cool. All right. So it's not very well armored compared to like bigger mechs of its class, because it can shift, it can transform into a faster like vehicle. So it is taking some damage, but you're still good. Let's see. It's taken 7, 12, and 16. Okay. Okay, great. All right, I got your hit points now. So yeah, the ship, the mech is basically like politely like, you haven't moved, we're still taking damage. Do something, please. Like, would you like to activate? Do you need to call for help? But things are still nominal. You're still in the green, and you can take an action. What would you like to do?
Does a tiny paper clip with googly eyes appear in the bottom corner?
Yeah, right.
It seems you were being shot at. Would you like some help?
Looks like you're in a firefight. Would you like some help? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Hello, this is OnStar. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna start shooting the heavy machine gun towards the ones that are flanking me on the right side.
Okay. So you're gonna walk out because you can't, like, you're still in your little, still in your area. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, rad. So yeah, just like the ED-209, you just come like lurching out in awesome stop motion, and you pivot at the hips, and the machine gun starts to spin up. So you can fire the machine gun. And let's see what its stats are. You're going to be using shoot, I think, to fire it. Let me see. Yep, shoot, relying on int or dex. And this weapon, the machine gun, heavy machine gun, does 3d6 damage. You can use it to fire to suppress if you want. That's an option. It's AP 5 and does have ammo.
You're saying I can fire to suppress? That's its. I want to kill them.
Oh yeah, firing to suppress means that you can everyone in front of the weapon that's not under hard target is automatically hit for half damage rounded down. They get to make an evasion save. So you actually have two guys right now. Well, one and a half guys. This guy could be suppressed. The other guy couldn't. The guy in the back couldn't. So you can just make a regular shot, or you can do half damage to one guy with
a regular shot. Then if the one guy has cover. Suppress seems like it would be better, with multiple targets that are out.
Yeah. So you bring it up. There's a big like chain of ammo like hanging from it, and
I would like
it
to
starts
cut him
to
in half, Adam, please. With
it starts to spin up. All right, do it.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
You're gonna roll shoot plus intelligence or dexterity, whichever is better for you. And it's an attack roll, so it's a d20 plus your shoot plus your base attack bonus. And these guys are wearing like power armor, so it'll hurt them, but it won't just like turn them into dust. You do not hit him. I mean, you hit him, but like he throws himself to the side. He hears the whine. He gets hit a bunch and throws himself back. Let me see. Oh no, hold on, dude. You rolled. This would be a really good roll on 2d6. You're supposed to be rolling a d20. So it's a d20 plus your dexterity mod plus 3.
D20.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
an amazing skill roll.
That was an amazing skill check, but it's just a
really
terrible
one,
combat roll. Yeah.
My dex mod would be +1, and then plus what? You said 3?
It's your dexterity modifier plus your shoot skill, plus your base attack bonus.
Shoot skill. Okay, so 4 with the shoot skill, and then base attack bonus. Where the fuck is that on the sheet? 2. Okay.
For you, it should be 2. Yeah.
So it should be 7 plus 7.
Yeah. There you go. That's a lot better. There you go. That's a hit. That's a hit for sure. Okay. Roll 3D. What did I say? 3d6. I'm just checking to see if vehicle weapons do more damage to. Yeah, 3d6 damage. Okay, 8 damage. It's like fine. It's slightly lower than average.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, equipment and vehicles, ranged weapons. I don't think so. I think it just does the damage. But I'll keep looking for that. Okay, all right. So these guys have more hit points than that anyway. But yeah, you knock the guy back. You just like blast a bunch of shots across his chest. He hits the side of the shuttle and like staggers back. So I'm gonna make a note of that dude taking some damage. Okay, all right. So that is your turn. Gabriel, you teleported into the armory, which is upsetting to the people that are in the they're in the thing.
Okay. Well,
they're like a bunch of people pull guns on you, and yeah, they freak out a little.
I just snap up, and I'll just say, "We have armed combatants in the shuttle bay right now, heavily armored. I need something powerful." And then I literally just like I'm looking around, like what looks to be the most powerful thing in here.
Well, what do you want?
Probably if you could have like an grenades.
Yeah, right. Like if
a belt of grenades, a Booker special belt of grenades, and a rocket launcher with some ammo.
Okay,
and that's what I want.
All right. Yeah, roll a luck save. Let's see if they have that.
Luck. No, 1.
Oh, nope. So here's the thing. The heavy weapon stuff, that was an Acre order, and Acre orders have been really delayed lately, and they didn't get their rocket launcher. So there's like lots of laser rifles and laser pistols and stuff, but they don't have that kind of big bomby type thing. I mean, you wouldn't want to carry that.
Some grenades. Give me some grenades.
Yeah, grenades are fine. You don't have to make a luck save for grenades.
Okay, then I'll literally just like look around and like how nervous these people look. Like if I just grab the grenades and teleport back, because it's a move action for me. Like it's like an instantaneous thing almost. Can I literally just grab like a belt of grenades and then be like, send men to the shuttle bay as soon as you can, and it just vamp away.
They're not gonna like argue with you. They know who you are. You know, you're fucking Crusader Gabriel, the badass teleporting assassin. They've heard of you.
Yep.
And you can definitely just grab them and be like, I'm going. These are my grenades now.
So I'll take I mean, how many can I grab? Like, do I need to like?
I think a bandolier has six grenades on it. You can grab one of those.
6 grenades. Okay, so let me just add these. Yep. Sweet. Cool. Yep, and then I will teleport back, but I want to go to because I can choose a spot that I arrive back in. This kind of the gangway that I saw Booker was on before.
Yeah.
So probably about here.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to teleport up there?
Yes, please.
All right.
And that's it's my move to do that.
Okay. Would you like to do something else now that you're back?
Yeah.
In,
so
when
everything
is all chaotic.
Yeah, so when I arrive, can I see like these guys shooting at the mech now? Like, what do I see? Like, how many are in the open and stuff?
There are a half dozen back here. So I'll just add a few more. There's a half dozen you can see back here arrayed, and they are just like fucking laying down the shit on Booker's suit of Booker's in the mech, just like pew 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 pew, trying to like nail these guys.
So that looks like a perfect place for a grenade.
And there's a couple more. There's a couple more guys like over here. Yeah, you could hit if you throw it right. You could hit three of the 6. You could hit half of them with a grenade.
Yeah, let's do that. And then does this gangway have like a little bit of cover or something? Is it like chest high kind of like metal plate?
Yeah. But it's thin. It's like a thin metal plate. It's more to keep you from falling off than it is from anything else.
It's better than nothing. So yeah, I'll pull one off the bandolier and then throw it down into the big cluster.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Make a shoot roll. It's an attack roll.
Is it shoot AC. Or do I just click on the grenade because it's like a normal attack?
Yeah, if you have the grenade in your attacks, it'll.
Yeah, I've got it equipped. Yeah. Yeah, I've equipped it.
Attack against AC 10. All right, so you miss. You get an 8. Roll a d10.
Okay.
No, he's not going to hit Bicky. It's totally the wrong direction. This is not to scale too. This whole thing. A 10. Okay.
10 is where I want it to go.
No, 10 meters is how far away from the direction it is. Okay. Roll like an 8. We'll just do like an 8 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah. So roll a d8. So 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
It's gonna hit.
So it goes this way. Nah, it doesn't hit anybody. Yeah. So you throw it and you miscalculate a little bit. It hits one of the crates and then bounces and blows up over here, which alerts them. And they're just like, we got company. And then they turn and look and they see you up there.
Okay.
Yeah, you misfire by 30 feet. Okay. All right. So we'll do one more round of everybody in here, and then Nomi, you can show up. So I think probably Vicky, you here. Let's roll initiative now. Not that it like super matters, but let's roll initiative just to keep the order so I don't miss anybody. So let's do that.
Oh, man. Okay. These rolls.
All right, so the Acre Marines. All right. Oh my God.
I'm gonna take the 9, obviously.
Gabriel.
Ooh, you got that alert.
Vicky, Booker.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Nomi, you can roll 2. Just so we have you on the order, so we know when you show up. Okay. All right. So the Acre Marines got a 9. Gabe, you got a 3.
I'll go an 8.
Vicky,
yeah.
9.
rolled.
Booker got an 8, and then Nomi got a 2. Okay, all right. So, yeah, let's go. Bicky, go ahead and take your turn. Yeah, this works out great. All right, so yeah, Bicky, go ahead.
Okay. To think about how I want to do this. So the 2 dudes on my right are still kicking.
They haven't seen you. They're very distracted by the big robot over here that's like blasting the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm. Can it be more useful if that big robot's guns were trained on the giant mass instead of on those 2 dudes? So I'm like kind of debating between helping Booker out, but also not wanting him to shoot me. Mm-hmm. Is he still firing, or is that like done for now?
I imagine he's gonna just
like
continue.
Volley?
No, it's like just the whine and the like. Yeah, this machine gun is one of those like you can't hear each individual bullet. It's just a constant ripping sound as the bullets just fly out of the end of the gun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move across the shuttle I'm on, and I'm gonna hop down to like behind this spot right here and execute that guy, since I can move and execute in the same round.
Okay. Now for execution, you do need to stalk them for a minute, right? So you got to set it up, but you are hidden. So
okay. So what I'll do is like, can I move here and then wait for this guy to like move forward? Does that make sense? Like wait, because they all just noticed Gabriel, like maybe even drop down right here between the 2 shuttles. See where like they make that 3.
Oh yeah. You want to drop in there and like just
and wait for one of them to run by and just like start murdering them like fish in a barrel as they go by, because they just noticed Gabriel's up here. So I'm assuming they're all going to change their position.
So let me get the stuff for if you want to know what an execution attack does. So let's see. An execution attack means that here we go. Setting up a killing blow requires a full minute of preparation. Drawing a bead on somebody or drifting closer to an unsuspecting character. You're gonna do it with a pistol, right? Once it's complete, you make the shot. Their AC doesn't matter. You make a dex shoot skill, difficulty 6 if it's point blank. If it hits, they take max damage and make a physical save, or they just start dying. They're mortally wounded. So you do need to start that. It takes a minute to set up, but you can move while you're doing it. You don't have to like sit in place. So it'll help you like keep track of them. So let me see. I just need to see how long, because if we're doing rounds. Let me see how long a round is, because it might be a while.
Because if it's gonna be like 3 or 4 rounds, then I might just start shooting.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna check for you. I think it's 6 seconds. Yeah, it would take 10 rounds to set up in combat.
Never mind then. Instead, what I'll do is I'll still pop down in that little triangle and using like the space between the 2, like using that crack as like a sort of vantage point. I'm gonna see. Am I lucky enough? No.
I mean, don't take this to be like canon, right? Like this is just to know where objects are. Like I think if you want to drop down there and try to like take a look and fire. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you just like skulk across the top of the shuttle, drop down in between, get your gun up, and your little visor like zeroes in on a guy, gets you the range reading, and then you can take a shot.
Okay. And for that, I click my weapon, right? Not shoot.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
That is not a hit. I mean, you hit him dead on, but their armor, like you hit him, and the guy staggers back and looks up, and they realize there's somebody else. Now they have 3 combatants, and they update the other guys like, there's more of them. So I think
was that a hit, but it didn't do damage, or?
I mean, it's lower than their armor class.
Right, I see. Okay, it's lower than I see. I was like, oh my god, like if they can absorb 15 damage.
Oh no. Yeah, it was lower than their AC. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Now keep in mind for folks who can't see the you can't see the math. That was only a 12.
Yeah.
12.
Right. Like Bicky only rolled a 12. That's like a slightly above average roll. Okay. All right. So the Marines, I think. Okay. So 4 of them are going to shoot at the giant Booker robot. So let me do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 2 hits. So 10 and 15. So
integrity weakened.
Okay. So your ship is reading like armor integrity at I can't do the math on this, but like just below 50%, like 45%. And yeah, still holding at 45%. They're just like firing the mag rifles at you to try to drive you back. This guy that you shot at, he's gonna run for cover. He's gonna move fucking back here. He moves around. He doesn't do anything else with his turn. This guy is gonna sneak around the corner, fire another shot. The big Booker robot. And he hits for... Okay, that one just bounces off. Your armor just absorbs it. Bounces off the show. So you're fine. And then one of the guys that you shot at after you revealed yourself, Bicky, he reaches up to his like bandolier, yanks off a gray oblong spheroid, and hucks it up in the air. So it arcs, and let's see if he lands it. Let's see if he lands it where he wants to land it. Oh, barely misses. All right, let's see how far he misses. Watch him hit himself with the fucking grenade. 7 meters. And it goes
clear, maybe
2. So it goes, he's going this way. So it goes 1, 2. Okay. So it just bounces past you and blows up like over here on the shuttle. There's like glass like shattering and the shuttle rocks a little bit, but yeah, he doesn't get the egg in the basket and doesn't blow you up with the grenade. And that's it for these Marines. You guys can hear a gunfight happening in the other room. The other Marines have run into some of the like Crux troops, and there's like another fight happening over in that other area. Booker, it is your turn.
All up in here. These are shuttles.
Yes.
So I have no real kind of. I mean, how tall are they? Can I shoot a rocket over them into this big group like there?
No, but if you stepped up on top of this one, you could shoot a rocket down at them.
I would also be very, very open, but I feel like that needs to happen.
You're not going to be any more out in the open than you already are. Like
That's
they're all
true.
just
That's
fucking
true.
shooting you anyway.
That's true. Yeah, so I'd like to. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step up on top of the thing and shoot a rocket down into the most centermost point.
Okay. So, Bicky and Gabriel, you hear metal shriek as the 3-toed like foot of the mech like thunks down on the front of the shuttle, pushes it down, pulls the mech up. The whole thing tips and then slams back onto the ground, and he's up top now, and you're like eye level with Gabriel. And so, Gabriel, you see Booker like in this robot, like fucking pulling the joysticks and like swiveling around, and
I just do this. I'm like.
The glass is all cracked on one side, and there's like a bunch of burn marks on the side.
Maybe give him like one of these, just like kind of a little half salute as he's like looking at in the cockpit.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to try to fire the rocket launcher this time?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what the rocket launcher does. The rocket launcher, gonna guess it launches rockets. Yeah, standard heavy weapon.
It'd be good to know too, like how it does damage explodes before committing to it. Because if suppression is better to just like potentially do a bunch of damage to all of them, then I'd prefer to do that.
Okay, you might want to use your machine gun to suppress instead. This is an anti-vehicle weapon, so it's actually not great at hitting individual targets. Yeah, so you get the little tactical like read up, and the rocket launcher is having a hard time like tracking them because they're too small. But the machine gun's still hot, so you can just like turn it back and forth and just like hose these dudes.
Yep.
Yeah. Because now that you're up top, they don't have like cover. You're shooting down at them. So roll damage. Roll damage, and they all take half, and then they get evade. Right. They get evade saves.
So what do I roll for the damage?
You roll 3d6.
3d6, right? Ah.
Okay. All right. So you deal 6 damage. So let me roll to get evasion saves. Let me roll evasions for these guys. So they scatter, right? They see you climb up and then just ramp and just like yank it across, and it just starts hammering the ground. They're all diving out of the way. Let's see. Their evasion, their saving throw is 14. So I'll just go through them top to bottom. So 14 or better. And they take half of this, or they take none. I'll check once I do the saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus Christ. 7. Okay. All right. So 6. That last one I didn't need to do because there's only 6 on this side because you can only hit those guys. Okay. So two of them don't get hit, and the suppression eliminates the damage. Okay. So you hit most of them, but not all. So they take 6. So that's the second, and then 4th, 5th, and 6th guy. 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Nice. All right. Okay. So yeah, you're firing into the group of them. They're like scattering. They've totally forgotten about Bicky because there's this giant fucking robot shooting down at them now. Gabriel, you can take another turn, and then Nomi will arrive with the big gun.
So with the guys that have just dived out the way, would I get bonuses to hit them if I use like a laser rifle or the grenade? Like, is them scattering like in any way, like them taking cover? Does that provide any bonuses or anything?
No, they haven't like moved or anything yet. So they're just like throwing themselves around, but they haven't had a chance to like spread out or do anything like that yet.
Okay. I'm going to try the grenade again because I think the grenade's going to do the most effect here. My laser rifle's pretty good because I've got the gunslinger stuff, but I think the grenade's going to be the best option. So
you'll be able to hit 3 of them.
Hawk a grenade. Hey,
there it is. Okay, so for a grenade, let's take a quick look here.
What kind of crap damage.
So you hit 3 of them are in the radius of the grenade. Hit or miss, it deals 2d6 damage to all the targets within that space. They're allowed an evasion save for half. Okay, here we go. And then they take 1 less point of damage for each point of AC. Okay.
So it's 6, and if they save, they take 3.
Yeah. It's AC above 14, so it's 3. And if they save, they take 1. And you hit 3 of them.
Oh, right, yeah.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. All right. There you go. So the first, what section do you want to hit? The ones that like are at the bottom that already mostly got hit by Booker, like these 3?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd focus on the ones that seem to be the most injured.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right. So you don't kill any of them, but they're pretty banged up. So the first guy. That guy. Okay. All right. So yeah, you huck a grenade down into the group. There's a bang, and it sends more shrapnel flying, and those guys take some damage. Do you want to move or anything, Gabe?
Yeah, I'd probably move back towards the stairs leading down. Actually, I'm just worried about getting ganged up on.
Okay, so you
tactically move. Use like the mech. Use Booker's mech as kind of like a between me and them kind of deal.
Okay, yeah, I think you can kind of get to like you're on the stairs.
Yeah, like that far edge of the stairs. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nomi, it is your turn now. You're coming down the hall. You have been for like the last round, right? You've actually just been like running down this way, and you hear small arms fire. Right? You hear mag rifles popping off. You hear the constant like rolling thunder sound of a heavy machine gun going. There's a bang, like of several bangs of grenades. What do you want to do? You're like basically you begin your turn outside the door.
I don't know. I think I would just go in to try and surveil like the layout of the room.
Are Are you wielding the captain's gun, or are you just carrying it? Like, do you have it powered up and like ready to go, or?
Oh, well, yeah, I would do that before I went in.
Okay, so we see you outside, and you grasp the handle, and the handle like warms slightly, like you feel like a tingling in your palm, and it responds to like to the slight squeeze of the handle, and the barrel opens up, so it like divides into 3 sections, opens up, and there's like a glowing, like floating fucking like plasma core in the middle of it, and it's giving off this like really nice hum. And it starts to hum, and it's like, yeah, it's like hovering, like the little pieces are like floating around this core. It's got its own little like gravitational energy. It's like a weird alien gun or something. You've certainly never seen anything like it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking, like watching it as it does its thing, and I'm just like, interesting. And I go to like hit the button for the door so that I can go in.
Okay. All right. So you you hit the button and it slides open, and you want to peek inside.
Yeah, I want to kind of get an idea of like where I could go to like put this gun. It's not like mounted, right? It's not like a turret. It's
no,
just
it's
like a handheld.
just like a big. It's just like a big rifle. That's way lighter than it should be.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I just want to like get to some cover so that I can start firing. So, but I haven't been here, so I need to like figure out where everyone is and stuff like that.
So you peer into the room. You see one of the Crux, Fornax, Reticulum, whatever, like experimental robot mechs standing on one of the shuttles, which is like partially buckled under its weight. You see Gabriel coming running down. He's like running down the stairs, turning and looking back at ostensibly some combatants over here. You don't see Bicky because she's all sneaky and hidden. And then you see this one dude out here, and he's got like bullet holes in his armor with like blood coming out of them. He's still standing. He's been administered like a bunch of combat drugs so he can keep fighting, but he's definitely been shot. And he, like, I don't know if you just like peer out and hide or if you stand there, but like the two of you just kind of look at each other. He's the prime target right now.
Okay. Then I guess I just take a shot at him.
Okay. Yeah. So just bring the gun up and boom.
Sure.
Pull the trigger. Okay. Yeah.
So
when you bring it up, it doesn't have sights, but little like holographic like light projection sights appear and like start tracking him, and it like lines up as you bring up the target and you pull the trigger. So go ahead and make the roll. You get a +2 in addition to whatever else you would normally get to hit. So it's a D20 plus your, because it's a combat roll rather than like a shoot, rather than a shoot dex. Okay. Yeah. So you've got your normal dexterity bonus, your shoot bonus, your attack roll bonus, and then another +2. So let's see what that is. Let's see, base attack bonus of 2, and then dexterity of nothing, and then another 2. Okay, so yeah, it's +4.
Okay, so a D20 +4?
Yeah, D20 +4.
Roll. 13.
Okay, so you don't hit the guy. He sees you and like throws himself aside. And the weapon, like it doesn't like shoot like a big ball of fire. It doesn't shoot like a projectile or anything. But everyone in the room feels this gun go off. You feel it like deep in your organs. There's this like very, very low frequency like flump sound, and you all like feel it like ripple through you. You can feel it in your back teeth, and yeah, like an invisible distortion of gravity fires from the end of the gun, hits this shuttle, slides it backwards, and I need to make a roll for this other dude.
Yeah, nice.
Fucking
okay.
Awesome.
So he manages to like throw himself aside and not get cut in half as this other shuttle jams up against that one and smashes into the front end of the troop loader. And yeah, the gun, there's no kick. Like it's just like humming in your hands. It's like how sometimes people describe being on a motorcycle with like a lot of horsepower, where you can kind of feel like it just wants to go. The gun is very happy that it is being fired. You can feel it like vibrating in your hands. Yeah. And so now this guy, like his cover just got pushed away from him, and he's standing there with his mag rifle just staring at you like, fuck, I guess. You can still move if you want to continue. You can like duck onto the other side. You can run into the room. Like you got your full movement. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to find cover.
Yeah.
I'm still outside, aren't I?
Yeah, you're just standing in the hallway, just standing in the door. You fired the gun.
Okay. Yeah, can I move to cover? I don't know what this purple thing is on the right side with the dashes.
This thing? Oh, it's it's like a hangar or a closet or whatever for the mechs. So you can hide on this side of it.
Okay. Sure, I'll go there for now.
Okay. All right. You dash over there. There is an indicator on the side of your weapon that indicates you have 5 shots remaining.
Okay.
Vicky, it is your turn. Everybody's very distracted, and then your bones feel weird because of this loud noise that just happened.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm in a mech. No, I probably still felt it.
Yeah, a little crazy right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like Booker, your mech in the display, it has a diagram of the mech, and it has gravitic sensors, so you can tell where like the center of gravity is. And you watched the center of gravity shift slightly behind you, and then back to your feet as the projectile went by. So, what do you want to do, Vicky?
Yeah, so I'm gonna move here, like kind of like figuring out what happened and look around the corner. And I feel like when I do that, I'm gonna see this person who's like clearly got his sights trained somewhere over here. And I'm gonna shoot a shot at him.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Kill him. Do it.
Maybe if I can get a good roll. No. That's with a +6. I rolled a 9. Or 8.
You rolled an 8. Yeah. So you bring the gun up, bang, goes off. You hit the box beside him, which again, according to sci-fi shootout convention, is internally pressurized for some reason. So steam goes like out of it. And
Vicky
he
then
turns
decides
and
this
sees
character
you.
is cursed, and she takes the mag rifle and just puts it right here.
She's like, I'm just gonna go.
Let's just try this again with somebody new, because this character is shit.
Suddenly, another person walks into the hangar.
Hello.
So by the end of the fight, there's just a pile of Bronze's characters until we find one that works, and we stick with that.
There's like a comic with Cable where he explodes every day. There was like a dumb X-Men arc where it was X-Force where he explodes every single day and is reborn. That's going to be me until I find a character that isn't garbage. It's going to be great.
Perfect. Great. You can keep moving. You've only moved part way, so you have some more space to move.
No. I'm gonna stay like behind that corner because I don't want to expose myself.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're safe there. Like if you just fall back slightly, then that one guy can't get at you. Okay. So the Marine that's stuck back here, he's gonna spend his turn like climbing out. So he climbs up on top of this thing. Some of the Marines have realized if they're going to get grenades thrown at them, they should probably spread out. So they're going to do that. So these guys scatter. They're going to take their turn. I'm just going to redraw them. They just take their turn running. So they, as the other guys fire to give them some cover, they run back here for their turn. So they just run around that way. The 3 that stay out here, they are going to shoot at Booker, the clear and present danger up there. So 1, 2, and 3. So 2 hits. So 1 and 2. Okay, so you take another 4 damage to the mech. So the mech is at 50% health. And then this fucking guy out here, he's gonna shoot at Gabriel, and then he's gonna run.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm the open target, really.
Yeah. What's your AC, Gabe?
16.
Ooh, narrow miss. So yeah, mag rifle fires up at you, and you duck out of the way. Bang! It hits the wall behind you, and then he hops back over here for his turn. Okay, big robot Booker. What are you gonna do?
I was thinking I'd shoot at something. That's all right.
Yep. Yeah. The end of the gun is like warmed up and it's like kind of orange now. But the heating, all the heat is fine. You got lots of ammo left. You can continue to go to town. So you just want to shoot those 3. You gonna do suppressive fire again?
Yeah, it makes most sense.
Okay, 3d6.
I was clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, cool. All 3.
Okay. You ever seen the Godfather? You know that part where the guy gets fucking shot with all the machine guns? Yeah, all 3 of these guys are very dead. Like, their armor is great, very, very strong stuff. They're well trained, but like, there's only so much you can do against a heavy machine gun. And yeah, you just like back and forth, and they all fall down on the deck. They're toast. Right? Yeah, it's like a long stream of bullets that just goes back and forth until they stop moving. They're just lying there steaming. You can move.
You're doing this the entire time.
I'm flailing. Yep. This has got Paul Verhoeven. What do you want to do?
Still have my movement.
Yep.
I guess. How big? There's no taking cover in this thing, obviously, because it's too tall. They'll always have
no. Yeah, you're way too big. Yeah,
right.
You're just gonna get shot at.
Then it makes sense for Booker to go right here, like this area, and then have shots at these guys.
Okay, so you just like walk forward, go from here to there, and then down onto that thing. Okay, can you make a pilot check with dexterity?
Don't make me fall.
This is pretty. Yeah, this is pretty. It's pretty wobbly.
Okay. When I do it with dexterity, it automatically applies my bonus from dexterity. Correct? I don't have to put it in the modifier.
Correct. Yeah, it'll automatically do it for you. Ooh, okay. So you start making your way over, and it's the big step between these two that doesn't work, and your foot catches on the end of the thing, and you tip over sideways, and you fall down in here.
Should have stayed still.
The mech catches, does that like wobble, and then falls over sideways and crashes down there. I think there's enough like dampening that you're not going to take any personal damage, but you tumble over sideways into the gap there. Gabriel, it is your turn.
I'm just thinking about where to try and go. So I think first thing is he kind of probably looks over at Nomi with her cool new toy and probably makes a quip of something like, "I see you have a new toy, Ceres," and then I'll probably rush off towards. I'll probably rush up to near to where Becky is, and then try and take a shot at that guy who fired at me.
It's Becky. It's Becky.
Becky.
Thank you. It's not Becky.
Becky Tip.
Okay. Becky is a
Sorry.
young girl who died to a drug overdose. Becky is someone who regularly shoots up Reverie and hasn't died yet.
That's right. Just hardcore. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you see this big gun. You see Becky doing her thing. You don't really have. You guys actually you do have a target. You have a pretty good target right now. He's standing right over there.
Oh yeah, he's up on the top. Actually, I thought he was behind.
Yeah, he's pulled himself up on the top because he almost got smushed by Nomi shoving the.
Yeah, I'll just take a shot at him then.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
And I'll use my laser rifle, so the golden arm kind of chung 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 pulls apart.
Nice.
And I'll take a shot with the burst. I'll take a shot with burst fire on the laser rifle.
I always forget you have a laser arm. It's so cool.
Yeah. Laser arm.
It's better when you sing first. Oh yeah, it is. Okay,
Sure is,
he's
pal.
murdered.
Don't mock it
He's
till you
super
try
dead.
it.
Extremely murdered. The singing is what kills him. Yeah, just like goes, shoots right through his armor, and he like drops his rifle, puts his hands up, holds his hands out, and there's like steam coming out, and he just topples forward and dies.
Yeah, if this were an anime, he would have been singing, and it would have been like this crazy close-up shot with the background moving like crazy.
Yeah.
Laser arm.
Yeah.
Technically,
Singing
I didn't
of the
say it
choir
in
of
canon because I didn't do the accents.
That's
So
That's right. It wasn't
It's
singing in
Mark
Italian.
Hughes-ism. Yeah,
That's just for
All
us.
right.
would have been operetta.
Yeah, it's just a Malkama special. All right, so that's excellent, Gabe. Do you want to move? You killed the guy.
Yes, I think that I will probably I'll probably grab some cover behind one of the shuttles. So start moving towards that bigger group. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, great. All right, Nomi, you get the big humming gun. What do you want to do with it?
Can I Is there somewhere I can get a shot on the guy who's off on the right side by himself? Like if I go over where he is?
Yeah, he'll have cover, so it'll be harder to hit him because like you'd be shooting through this like the space between, but the space is bigger than it looks, right? So yeah, he'll have a bonus to his AC, but you can still make the shot.
Okay.
Or you could just shoot it. You could just shoot his cover and make it like fly out of the way if you wanted to.
Or I can commit an effort for the day and use one of my telepathic things. And
that is true. Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he's undercover, right? Because I can see him.
Yeah, you can sense him with your psychic powers.
Okay. Do I need to move at all then for that?
I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at telepathy here. Telepathy is. Where are you, telepathy? Here we go. I think you just need to be able to see him. Using and detecting it. Yeah, no, you can use your mind. You can sense him, right? You use your mind to connect to him. You know he's there. He gets a mental save to percent. Right? You're using what do you want to use on him? Telepathic assault?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he makes a mental saving throw. And then we talk about how much damage you deal him.
Well, so he makes a mental saving throw to have the damage, right?
Oh yeah. He fails. So go ahead and roll 66. Go ahead and roll 66 damage.
Yes.
27.
Brain melt. Oh my god.
He has 10 hit points. So we see him like shooting. He's shooting. He like jumps over behind cover, like racks his gun, and he gets down. He's like getting ready to go. We don't ever get to see a shot of these guys' faces, but we see maybe his eyes reflected in like a close up in his helmet with the like data running and his like heart rate going, and it's like feeds from his other guys. And he seems like confused. He's just like looking around. And what is this like for him, Nomi? Like we haven't seen you telepathically assault someone before. What does that do? What does it look like?
Have you ever had a headache so bad that you're just like, what happens when this becomes more painful than how it currently is? And the answer is that you just pass out. So the telepathic assault can't actually kill anyone, but it knocks them unconscious. So it's like that, where it's like his head just begins to hurt so quickly and so fiercely. And then it just becomes like so painful that his body just like shuts down and he just passes out.
Nice. Yeah. It's a mercy, right? Like his body is just like, okay, honey, just go to sleep. Like you're done. It's over. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we see him drop his weapon and we hear the like bang of his hands, his armored like gauntlets hitting his helmet. And he's just like, and then he like falls to his knees and then his head hits the wall and he just slides down the wall and he's just like laying there unconscious, like twitching. He's out. Done. You did it.
Easy.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Bicky, your turn.
There's no such thing as the help action in Stars That Number, is there?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Because, like, could I, by chance, use my action to, in a very Walking Dead fashion, kind of like tap on the cockpit and say, "Hey, dumbass, you in the mech," and make a roll to maybe see how much I know about mechs to be like, try throwing your arms into reverse.
No, you actually can. You totally can.
Upward.
That's okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, describe how that happens, and then you're gonna. Okay, all right. So you're gonna make a roll. It's gonna be a regular difficulty 7, like a pilot or a program. If you're just like, hey dummy, you forgot to flip on the inertial dampers, like to go do that because you're not really helping them pilot it. You're like, yeah, okay,
yeah, seeing it topple over.
Tap, tap, tap.
I feel like, you know,
she's giving out a Bicky tip.
Yeah. So very Glenn-like from The Walking Dead season 1. Some of the greatest TV ever created. Just gonna hear a very lazy voice. Well, Booker's gonna hear it over the comms and be like, "Hey, jackass, you in the mech? Flip on your stabilizers."
This is me, jackass in the mech.
Forgot to flip on your stabilizers. And can I make a program roll to see if I'm right? Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just a 7 or better. Program roll with intelligence.
Oh wait, I did it with strength. Hold up.
Yeah. Well, you can just you can just reroll. Go ahead.
Okay. I made a mistake.
It's okay. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, she points down and there's one switch among many. It's just like an orange switch and it's just blinking. And like a lot of your switches are blinking, Booker, but like, yeah, you're like, oh yeah, you didn't do. So how do you respond to that when Vicky's like, hey, jackass, it's that thing?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't able to see that after I was shooting at everything that is here.
So mad.
There's no response. It's just push the button.
It's right there. Just push it. Just push the button, man.
Booker would flip the button.
So does that help him on his turn?
Yeah, he'll get a +1 to fix the having fallen over. He'll get +1 to fix that. Right. Where do you want to end your turn, Bicky?
Probably like I don't want to be in crushing range of the mech because it's clear that this person doesn't know how to use it. Mm-hmm. So I'd probably like, once giving him that info, move behind cover because there's also like
get back into your cool
little bunker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing that they have more firepower than me, I feel like that would be the wisest decision.
Okay. All right. So seeing that Big Robot Booker has fallen over, these guys come out of cover enough to concentrate some fire on him. So they're gonna just like lay into the cockpit of the ship. So they're gonna start firing at your mech. I think the funny thing is you're as easy to hit. Like you weren't dodging. There's no evasion, so being knocked over on your side doesn't make it harder or easier to hit you. So it's just the same rolls. So let's see if it does any damage. 2, 3, doesn't look good. Nope, nothing. So the armor just holds as they fire, trying to kill you. And now Booker, it is your turn. You're lying on your side. Would you like to try to get the mech righted?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Make a this will just be your move. Yes. This will be your move action. Make a pilot check with dexterity or intelligence, whichever you prefer, and you take another +1 from Vicky's assistance.
Modifier 1.
From Vicky's tip.
That's right. Okay. All right. Just got an 8. Can you make a luck save for me, Booker? Because this thing is a prototype. Okay, still operating. So yeah, you manage to turn sideways and sort of push yourself up enough that you can get a leg under you and lift yourself back up. You end up shoving these things a little bit in the process. And now you're open. You get these 3 guys. You want to just turn and fire?
Roll 3d6.
Yeah, because you can just suppress them same way. Okay, 11. Let me roll for these guys because they're all still pretty healthy. All right. Fail, and a fail. Okay, so they all take 5 damage. One of them is dead. The middle guy. Toast. All right, Gabe, your turn.
So I want to try and run up as close to these kind of cover boxes as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the guy out in the open.
Okay.
With the laser rifle arm.
Okay.
Burst fire. Yup.
Nice. That guy is dead. You finished the job. Yeah, so you run up. You probably run up as Booker is shooting at them, right? So it buys you a little cover because they're getting suppressed, they're getting pushed back.
Yeah, exactly.
You run up and then laser arm them. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slide down into cover and then spring up, take one out.
Okay. Nomi?
Yep. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there's just a sad face. There's only the one guy left. That's it.
Yeah. In here, there's other shooty going on over there, but it's background shooty.
Okay. How far can I move?
10 meters, which I think in this case would be over to here.
Okay. Can I move there? I don't know. I don't want to try and shoot past Booker.
Yeah, you can't really see. There's just giant robot and shit in the way. So you can move twice, which would get you up to where Gabriel is. Like you could go here if you just all you do this turn is run. Okay.
Yes. All right. That is what I will do.
All right. Nomi and her big humming gun show up next to you. Gabe, she comes running over and slides down beside you.
Yep. Nice. Give her a nod.
Yeah.
What is the Crusader better at shooting than I am? Probably.
I'm pretty good.
It's very convincing when he says it like that.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty good.
I got a +2 in shoot, and I got like my average attack bonus is +5 or +6. So I think with this gun, I think it'd be like 5
2 and 0. So
great. Yeah.
So Nomi like I like slide next to him, and I'm like still holding this big gun, and he gives me a nod, and then I just kind of like hold it out to him, and I'm like, I think this is a little more your speed.
Thank you very much, Cirrus. I'll give it a good shot, and then I'll take it, transform the arm back.
Yeah. So when you take it, as Nomi hands it to you, it reconfigures itself to fit like your like shoulder and arm better. Like the stock slides out, and it like weights slightly different. Like it kicks the weight back. And yeah, the gun is shaped different when it's finished like reconfiguring to Gabriel's like arms.
Nice.
And it feels like holding a lover in your arms after a long period of being apart. Like it's just the most comfortable gun you've ever held.
Should I can I mark it down as something? Do I know what it is?
You can make a shoot roll with intelligence if you would like to know.
Okay. Yeah, I would. I really, really would.
Okay. Yeah. So you recognize you've seen a gun like this, and with the sound, and now looking at it, you recognize this weapon. It uses it's like a gravitic disruptor. It uses grav plates to create randomized disruptions in a target, and you've heard that it literally breaks people down at the molecular level.
Oh my god!
That's what you've heard about a gun like this. There are some who call them thunder guns.
It's a thunder gun,
and
that's my
you hold one of these humming beasts in your arms, and it is ready to roar. So that's Nomi's turn. Nomi hands you the gun. Bicky, it is your turn. What would you like to
do? Is the scuffle in the next room still happening?
Yeah, it's one of those like off-screen fights that by the time you win, they will have also won.
Uh-oh.
So you can kind of hear it, but it sounds like it's winding down. There's still like gunfire and stuff, but
okay. I'm gonna start. I don't know how much I can move in a turn. I'd like to like close the distance here, and while walking or running past them, and I'm trying to do it quietly, kind of like make a motion to. Let's see, I'd make eye contact with Gabriel first. I'd probably like give him like a signal to go check on the other room, even though I don't know who the hell he is. He's clearly working with us, so I don't need to know the deets on that. I'd probably just make like a quick gesture to have him go check out the other room and close in on that last dude there. And I'd probably after that hold my action and see what he does. And if he moves out of cover, I'm going to blast him to bits.
Right. Yeah. So you just like have your weapon out and you're like, as soon as you see this fucking guy come out, blam, take a shot to the face. Perfect. Because it's their turn. And he can't see Booker right now. So he comes around the corner to get a shot on Booker. And go ahead. You just put your gun up to his face and you can fire. Yeah. Make your attack roll.
I believe.
Nice.
Believe.
Cool. You kill him. You kill him.
20.
So he walks out, he turns, and the last thing he hears is the tap of the barrel of your gun against the glass plate on his helmet, and then just you squeeze the trigger and his head snaps back and thunk falls on the ground.
I always forget you can hold action.
Yeah. Yeah. Smoke just drifting up from a hole in his faceplate. And he's just laying there. So there you go.
Yeah,
you can hear. You can
hear
in the other room.
Like,
you can hear in the other room the fight, like the gunfire is like slowing down. It seems like like Arnahan and her team and the other side have like dealt with their shit. But you can go check it out.
They won or they lost? Because that's
they won. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were all
So like no, so basically what I was doing was like it was just an indication that like you don't have to fight all 24 Space Marines yourselves. There's like other fights going on, but I'm letting those fights be dictated by how well you're doing. So if you guys had to fall back, then everybody else would too. So I'm just following you.
Okay. Yeah, no. Are we out of initiative order?
Yeah, I think so. You can kind of do whatever you want.
I probably look over at Nomi. Oh, sorry, go on, Brods.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd probably just move right there and like peek in, see that everything's clear, and then like lift my visor up and.
Okay. All right. So let me
report into the captain.
Here.
Let her know it's good.
I probably just look over at Nomi and just make a sad face and say, "Well, perhaps next."
So you, so yeah, right. You're holding and like yeah, almost as if it senses that you're like your grip releases slightly. It like starts like shutting down. And actually you hear Bicky, you hear in the other room someone shout, "Medic! We need a medic!" from the other side.
Oh shit. I'd look in.
Okay. Yeah, like there's like dead bodies and stuff around. There's some Crux soldiers and like whatever, but somebody is shouting and they're like kneeling down next to a soldier. She's got her helmet off and she's like lying down and she's got like red hair and it's kind of like sprayed out next to her and she's been shot in the chest and she's like holding her chest and this other soldier's got one hand on the like wound and he's like shouting like back into the room like somebody help, like go get a medical kit. We need a las patch, something.
I'll head in because I have a las patch.
Is it Arnahan? Out of character.
You'll have to get closer to find out. Listen,
my
it's either Arnahan. It's either Arnahan or the main character from Brave. You're not sure at a distance.
God damn it.
Yeah, if I overhear that, I've got a las patch on me, so I'll maybe like say like Cirrus, you're better than applying this than me. And like escort Nomi if she's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll just take it from him and I head off at a
and then I'll
brief run.
Okay. Yeah. You want to go?
I'll go with bodyguard. Yeah, I'll bodyguard it up with the super cool gun.
So you run into the other room and Gabriel, you run over to Arnahan and she looks up and she sees you first before she sees Nomi and she laughs. And she's got blood on her face and she's like, I need a medic, no a fucking priest. I'm still alive. Come back later, father. She's like tries to push you away, like fuck off. And then Nomi, you run over and
yeah, I kind of walk past
him.
Yeah,
you run over. Yeah, and she sees you and she's like, hey, that's a little more like it.
I'm just here to make sure you're not uttering something blasphemous on your deathbed, Sergeant, or something like that. Like, make a little kind of quip at her or something, give her a little half smirk.
Right, and she's like, oh, well, in case I die, I'm hurt pretty bad, so plug your ears, father. And she turns to you, Nomi, and she's like, do it. Do the thing. It hurts. Fuck.
So
and you can see her. She's just like clinging to consciousness.
Okay. So as I'm like unwrapping this like Lazarus patch or whatever, I tell the Crusader, there's an unconscious attacker still in the northeast corner of the hangar bay that we just came from. Please secure him and that shuttle. And I like do the thing. Do I need to roll anything for this Lazarus patch? Or?
Just make a medicine check. She's not like
it's a medicine
dead.
Check,
you don't need to las patch her. If you fail this medicine check, then you'll need to las patch her. Right? This is to just like make sure, or whatever it is, like heal. I think is the skill. Right. Yeah, that's what's called in this.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. She's fine. You stabilize her. She doesn't like need the las patch, but you've got her like okay. And so Bicky, did you run into the other room too? Did you go with them to see what was up?
I'm kind of like hovering at the door, seeing what's going on.
So she squints. Arnahan squints past Nomi at you, and she turns to Nomi and she says quietly, she's like, "Who's tall, dark, and scary over there?"
I throw a glance over my shoulder, and I look back at her, and I say, "I'm not sure, but she was on the bridge, so at least the captain knows who she is."
She looks useful in fight. Not like this one. And she like looks around. She's like, I tried though. I mean, she gestures kind of weakly into the room. She's like, do we get them all?
Nomi smiles and she says, "You did an excellent job."
Right on. I'm just gonna have a wee nap. She like thunk, her head like hits the deck, and she kind of just like closes her eyes. Yeah. Okay. So Booker. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I stand up and I like point to the other soldiers and I say, "Roll her on a side so she doesn't swallow her tongue," and I like walk out.
And they've done this with Arnahan before. Like, they know to put Arnahan in the recovery position. Like it's fine.
This ain't their first time at the rodeo.
That's right. So you do that. So meanwhile, Max, you are in the giant robot. What do you want to do?
So combat in this hangar is done. Like we have the person that's unconscious over in the other northeast side.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously can't take this mech into the other room, so I would be prudent to exit the mech.
Okay. I have one more pilot check that I need you to make for me. So can you make a pilot check?
Booker dies by snap neck on the top of the hangar.
I just have one more power pilot check for you, please. Pilot and intelligence.
The most important role of the game.
It's keeping me fucking hanging. Okay, you're fine. You do indeed find the release for the cockpit. You don't get stuck in the mech, and you pull it and it like opens up, and the mech looks pretty fucked up. Like the glass is all cracked and there's like bullet holes in the armor with like steam coming out of them. The machine gun is so hot that it's evaporating the water vapor that's in the air. So it's just like steam pouring off of it. And you hop out, but you are in fine shape. You feel great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you see some of the other soldiers getting this unconscious guy and like picking him up and like locking him.
Okay. They've got it, have they? They've got the other guy.
Yeah, they got him. Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically over. So as you all kind of like get you kind of gather together and you're like, we did it, and everybody's kind of calming down a little bit, looking around at this mess. We see like an exterior shot of the kind of curved axe blade of the ship with like a rectangle rammed into the front of it, and you hear a voice from the hallway. You hear a woman's voice, and she says like nervously, like, could somebody help, please?
Turn around, look at Nicola.
I mean, you want to go out? You want to go out in the hall and see what she's shouting about?
Nomi asked me to check the guy. He's been secured. I'll probably or maybe I'd like gesture to Booker because she wanted me to secure the shuttle. But I'll look over. Like, is she outside or is she in the doorway?
She's in the hallway. Yeah, you'd have to go out.
Oh, okay. I maybe like glance over at Booker then and just kind of be like, roll my eyes and then start securing the shuttle, unless the soldier's already doing it.
So nobody's gonna help her. You're just gonna like look at Booker like you do it.
I'm following what I was asked to do.
Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. You've got orders. Okay. Booker, do you want to go and investigate?
First thing Booker does before he gets off out of the mech is tumbles out and just like, are they all gone? Have we taken them all out? Do we know where their whereabouts are?
All dispatched, Agent Graves.
What'd you say?
All dispatched, Agent Graves.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, broke characters like call dispatch, Agent Graves. I was like, the fuck?
Call dispatch, Agent Graves.
It's Roger on that one.
Good, bastard. Glad we had these mechs here. Came in handy. Whew.
Yeah,
sorry about the mess.
You hit it and like an armor panel falls off. You can fit so many bullets in this bad boy.
I'm gonna kind of like look over at him and be like, yeah, that's the least of your problems. You need to get some of your men to find the Valen so we can get our fucking weapons online. I'm gonna turn around and like walk back into the other room and head my way back towards the bridge.
Okay.
She turns and walks and Booker's like, who the fuck is that?
I flip off as I walk past and say, I'm Bicky Tip, and I don't answer to you.
Fuck you too, then.
Learn how to drive a mech.
It's just like confused. Like, who the fuck is this person?
Yeah. Okay, so you walk off. There's another shout from the hallway, like, anybody?
Would I walk past her
Nicola,
on my
we're
way
coming.
to the bridge?
What's that? She's
Would
out
I
here
walk
somewhere.
past her on my way to the
No,
bridge?
no. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you leave, Bicky, yeah, you want to. So okay, so Bicky, you leave. You walk out, and you see. You've never seen this person before. She's like a short, like young girl. She has kind of like I guess shoulder length, like black hair with like blue streaks in it. She's wearing a tutu over like a flight suit, and she's holding a laser pistol, and she's pointing it at a woman that looks like a Valen navigator. She's wearing like a blue. She's wearing a blue like suit, and she's holding a duffel bag, and she's like got one hand up, like and Nicola's just like pointing this gun at her and just like shaking.
Yeah. I'll walk up to the Valen, grab her by her hair, and just start like leading her in front of me, and just wink at the girl and be like, "Good girl." Like.
Okay, I'm gonna make a physical effect save for Nicola. Let's see. No, she dies. She dies instantly. You've killed her. You winked at her too hard, and now she's dead.
What?
Good job.
I was like, wait, was she injured?
No, just
proud of her.
Just
she
that's
went
it.
from a suffering idiot to like
I think you.
Not being
Yeah,
pathetic.
you grab the Vela by her hair. You yank her away. You look at Nicola. You wink at her. You turn away. We stay with you, but in the background of the shot, we just hear a thump. And then we go to credits.
She just fangirls over everybody.
She's very sensitive.
She just wants attention. That's. I literally put my hand in her face and shoved her away. She should not like me.
Some people like that stuff, all right? Some people like Nicola.
That's
They
literally
like that stuff.
yeah.
You may have made it
Nicola's
worse,
probably
not
like-
better.
Nicholas
It
probably
was
like step
physical
on me and spit
contact
in my
with
mouth.
another human.
I don't understand why she likes me. I stepped on her neck with my boots. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Welcome to the crew, Bicky Tip. Big Tips. Let's do some shout outs and we'll go and record our post show. Let's start up here with my good friend, Mulk Hummus.
Oh, damn it. I was going to do it. Hello, it's me, Mark Hummus. Amazing episode. I really like it when we have these big epic combats. They're really scary and super stressful, but I get such a blast out of them. It's always really funny. Amazing moments. Great shout to Adam and the rest of the crew. Had an amazing time. You can catch me. I've been doing a lot more Twitch streaming on my own channel. I've been streaming pretty much every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can come watch me. I'm currently playing FF8, but I'll be going to be doing more stuff. There also might be something super exciting happening next week that I can't talk about too much yet, but keep an eye peeled on JP's Twitter and stuff like that. And yeah, there'll be awesome stuff to come. So check that out. Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. Bicky Tip, that bronze girl, do it.
Bicky Tip.
Hi, hello. I'm that bronze girl, also known as Bicky Tip.
It's perfect. It's good. You did it.
Sometimes you get graphic names and stuff messed up. It's
I love
it.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Mulk Hummus as Bicky Tip.
Bicky Tip.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter. I do a lot of roleplay related things, and I'm a variety caster here on Twitch. Recently, I've been playing through classics such as KOTOR, and I'm going to be starting Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline soon. That's me.
Nice. I still never played that.
Mulk Hummus. It's me.
It's you. It's you, Mulk Hummus.
Mark Hummus. We're all Mark Hummus.
That's right. On the inside, we're all Mulk. Max. Amish Mike, do it. It's your turn.
What's up? I'm Gas Mexican here on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube and everything. I do the variety games and try to make you laugh with the yucks. Sometimes we're successful, other times, most times we're not. Yeah, thanks for watching the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bicky Tip! Woo! Bicky Tip. That was really cool. I'm glad I got to use the mech. For those naysayers, see, the mech played. The mech played. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be streaming tonight. Don't know exactly what, and I might be playing with a buddy of mine. Maybe we'll see. So if you guys want to know more about that, follow Twitter. That's where you'll find it. And I will see you guys next time, I believe, for the live show on Code of Swords in person. Not in your house. That would be weird.
There you go. There you go. Last but not least, Nomika, it's Ammunition, top gamer. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I am also kind of a variety streamer. I play a lot of first-person shooters, though, mainly Rainbow Six Siege. I am going to be streaming tonight after I've had a chance to eat and everything, but I'm not sure exactly what we're going to play, so we'll figure it out, see what's going on with some other friends. And that's about it. Yeah, excited to talk about this episode more in the post-show. It's always fun when you introduce like a new character, and it shifts the dynamic of everything. So follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Everything is all the same, Ammunition. And I'll see you guys tonight.
Nice. That's it. That's our episode. We are going to go and record the post show. This was a great one. I was thinking like partway through the episode, because I had originally planned a somewhat slower introduction, but I was like, you know what? We haven't had like a big silly thing in a while, and it'd be fun to introduce my friend Bicky. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. It was fun. Thanks for getting in the robot, Shinji. We're gonna go and record our post show. You can find that on the Patreon, patreon.com/roleplay, and that's where that video will be. And you can find all of my stuff on Twitter at Skinny Ghost or twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. If you're keeping up with Court of Swords and you want to watch the GM prep for the big live show this weekend, 100th episode, I'm going to be doing GM prep for that after Pathfinder tomorrow, so around 3 o'clock Pacific. And I'll try and get that video up before I get on the plane so you can watch it if you missed it. We'll try to get it up on Friday. So that's what I'm going to be up to. I'll probably play some more Magic tonight because there's a big Ravnica Allegiance pre-release thing, but I got to go get my phone fixed because I'm losing my mind because my phone is broken. So I'm going to go do that, and then maybe I'll stream later. But we will all be back next time for more Far Verona. That's it from us. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you later. Have a good one.